We'll see if it works. It's just a spinning, and it says that I'm live. Let's see if it worked this time. Just a spinning. All right, I'm back. We're gonna see if this works. Okay, and if I go here and I click on live, does it show? It does. Can I hear it? If I turn the sound up. I can. All right, we're cooking. Take two, let's do this again. There'll be no stopping for blood this time. Hey there, I'm the social work expat. We are here on Sunday, October 15th, to continue with Faceless October. My goal is to help as many people as possible make faceless YouTube channels so that they can get some of YouTube's money into their own accounts. And my goal is to make 31 YouTube channels. I am behind because I was traveling last week, and I'm going to try to batch the research for 7 channels today. The first channel that I am going to be looking at is for holidays. So we're going to batch the market research and ideas. I have 3 web pages open. All 3, actually I have 4 web pages open. 3 of them are Google sponsored. This one that's on screen right now is Google Trends. Then obviously YouTube, and then Bard. Bard is like ChatGPT, but it is Google's version, and it is also, for now, free. Why is Google Trends here? Just to see the popularity of any particular search terms, and this is in the United States for the past day. If I wanted to see how popular US holidays as a term was for the past 12 months, I can just click right here and change the duration. And it waxes and wanes. It's fairly steady looking at US holidays. This, could also be not an idea that I'm going to work on, but someone could look at the holidays in other countries and make a faceless YouTube channel giving ideas for people in other countries as well. If I wanted to look at the interest in US holidays on YouTube, I just changed that search criteria right there. And it looks like around the 4th of July, it was super popular. And then maybe Valentine's Day? No? Okay. It looks like there are spikes in interest during actual holidays, and if we move down a little bit more, it shows when that search term, US holidays, is searched and where within the past 12 months. What I really want to see, so I'm going to go back to home here for Google Trends, is what I want to know about is like, what would be the term for like National Donut Day or National Chocolate Day? So I think I'm going to try National Donut Day. Aha, they call it a celebration. Okay. So instead of it being called a holiday, maybe I should look for celebration. Okay, we've got National Donut Day. I don't even really know when that is. But if we look at this interest over time for National Donut Day, it must be uh, so maybe October 15th. Let's see if that's the case. I'm going to use the example of National Donut Day. And they call it a celebration. So just to do a quick search, I'm going to put National Donut Day into the YouTube search. National Donut Day. And let's see what it comes up with. See, look at this video about National Donut Day. It's a short. It has 1.8 million views. Then it says, I got free donuts at Dunkin' and Krispy Kreme, 6.3 million views. So that's not too bad. Look, ABC News 8 years ago had a National Donut Day. News outlets, National Donut Day facts from ABC Philadelphia. Okay, 4 months ago, National Donut Day 2023 freebies. Oh, look, ghosts. An afterlife lesson on National Donut Day. So there are views, and that's just one holiday. Well, one celebration. Let's see what Bard has to say. My voice is feeling a little scratchy already, but we're going to go on. All right, we're going to ask Bard. I would like to look up no, I would like to learn about U.S. no celebrations in the United States that are not quite holidays. So if you see me moving and changing the words around, when I taught myself prompt engineering, I learned that, and I also learned this as a social worker, but the quality of your question to the chatbot determines the quality of the answer that you're going to get from the chatbot. Sometimes if I put something that isn't very clear, I'm not going to get a very clear answer, or because Bard as a chatbot, I call an evil genie, sometimes it'll give you an answer and it's not true. Because not just Bard, but ChatGPT also does this. They just be making up stuff sometimes. Can you help me with that? Let me finish. Okay. I'm going to ask the question at the end, and I'm going to give the example of National Donut Day. For instance, there is a National Donut Day. And a National Hot Dog Day. I know that because Sonic, I think, has like a promotion that day. National Hot Dog Day. Okay, Bard, let's see if you can help me with that while I get some Halls to soothe my throat. And it's spinning. It's spinning. Let's see if it'll give me an answer. It says here are some celebrations in the United States that are not quite holidays. National Donut Day, National Hot Dog Day, National Pizza Day, National Beer Day, National Peanut Butter Day, National Baseball Day. And it says these are just a few examples of the many celebrations that take place in the United States throughout the year. While these are not official holidays, they are still a fun way to celebrate the things that Americans love. Okay, this is a great start, and I'm going to tell Bard that. I'm giving it a little bit of thumbs up feedback. And now I'm going to put another prompt in. Okay, thank you. This is a great start. Can you tell me the celebrations the United States celebrations that are not quite holidays that take place in January? So one of the reasons that I thought that this would be a good idea for a faceless YouTube channel is that we would have at least 365 posts per year. And depending on how creative I wanted to be with it, I could very well spread some of these out. It could be a short on the day. It could be a list of what's coming up in the week. It could be things that stores will be commemorating and giving things away for free. Or it could just be every single day, there's a list. Um, okay, for example, so it gave a list. It said that January is National Puzzle Month. I didn't know that. And then it's talking about a consumer electronics show that's held in Vegas every year in January. Okay. Bard is doing its little thing right now where it's not giving exactly what I wanted, but it's a good start. And it also is telling months, which I didn't ask for. National Hot Tea Month for the entire month of January. So let's go to Google Trends. No, let's go to YouTube first and put National Hot Tea Month in. National Hot Tea Month. Let's see what happens. Okay, there haven't been a huge number of views talking about celebrating National Hot Tea Month. Um, Not a lot of views. Oh, look, days 8 through 15 of 365, National Hot Tea Month. 7 views. A lot of these look like, oh, and also it looks like these are ideas that would be good for human interest stories because Fox 59 News had a story about that a year ago. Yep, another news station, WKBT TV, and it says daily holiday. It's not really a holiday, but let's try that. Let's type in into Google Trends daily holiday. So I go back to home. All right. And I will click on daily holiday and see what comes up. Did it just get rid of what it did? Let's type it in again. Daily holiday. Never heard of the Charlotte 49ers football team. Okay. Daily holiday. I think it's showing the 49ers. Hopefully that's not the case. Now we're going to narrow it down to daily holiday and see what happens. It is just a spinning. It's just a spinning away. It's showing the 49ers. Well, if someone was interested in the 49ers as a search term, Google Trends is about to show the popularity for the past day. And I'm assuming that there was a game that started around this time, and that's where the spike came, since this is just the past day for web searches. That's not the term I want. Let's just stay on this page and see if I can enter what I want, which is daily holiday. Daily holiday as a search term. Let's see what comes up. And this is a web search for the past day. It got more interest than I thought it would for the past day. And it says that the map doesn't exist. Minnesota, Georgia, North Carolina, Texas, and Virginia were the top 5 places. It doesn't show a map, but let's see what it's been like for the past 12 months. Looking up the term daily holiday in the United States. It comes and goes. And it says that the map doesn't exist. But we've got Minnesota still at the top, Minnesota, Arizona, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Michigan as the top 5 states where people were looking for the term daily holiday. And then there are related topics and related queries. This is very interesting because it's talking about horoscopes and astrology. As a faceless YouTube page, that might actually be a better faceless YouTube page idea. Daily horoscope. That has shown up a lot. Let's look at, just going to pivot this and go to compare daily holiday to daily horoscope as a search term. So the blue line that's going to show up is daily holiday, and then the red line that's going to show up here when it shows up is going to be for daily horoscope. As we can see, daily horoscope is way more searched than daily holiday. Let's look to see what YouTube shows. And this is really interesting because I wasn't thinking about a horoscope page at all. Okay. Much more interest in horoscopes on YouTube, because that's what we just looked at, than daily holidays. And we have the comparison of the top 5 states and percentages of searches. So that's pretty interesting. If we go here to YouTube and we type in daily horoscope, oh, they have daily weather forecast too. Daily horoscope. Okay. And see what it's going to show and the views. Okay. Okay. This page right here is called Daily Horoscope. It says Daily Horoscope Free. They have 13,000 subscribers. And just for market research purposes, we're going to take this information and we're going to put it into Social Blade. All right. And we go, I'm just going to copy this right here, the handle, and I'm going to put it into Social Blade. Daily Horoscope Free, and let's see what it does. Okay. Social Blade is showing that Daily Horoscope Free, with its 13,000 subscribers, first it tells the country ranking. It's from Bolivia, and it looks like their estimated earnings are between $21 and $335 per month, with yearly earnings between $251 per year to $4,000 per year. And so that's a decent way to do market research on a channel. And just for daily horoscope had way more than daily holiday did. Now, maybe there is a different term that might be useful, or let me go back and ask Bard, because I wasn't really personally, I don't feel like I'm qualified or interested enough to make a daily horoscope page. I'm going to ask Bard if there is a list should be like Wikipedia, I think. Where can I find a list of national days, celebrations in the United States? There has to be a web page out there somewhere. Bard is and ChatGPT are both like using a search engine but putting it into plain text. Okay, it says there are a few places where you can find a national days celebrations. In the United States, one place is the National Day Calendar website. This website has a calendar that lists all of the national days for each day of the year. Then it says you can also search for specific national days on the website. And then it says another place to find a list of national days celebrations is the National Day Network website. It says this website has a searchable database of national days. You can also browse the website by category, such as food and drink, holidays, and sports. Then it says, finally, you can also find lists of national days celebrations in various books and magazines. For example, the book Chase's Calendar of Events has a list of all of the national days for each day of the year. All right, that's very interesting. Now let's see if Bard is telling us the truth. If we click on this colorful G right here, Google will fact check itself, and we will be able to tell if there are sources behind what is telling. Right here it says evaluating Bard's statements. All right, and with this hyperlink being green, that means that Bard was telling the truth. And here it is, nationaldaycalendar.com. Let's click on that, and I'll put that in the chat. nationaldaycalendar.com. Okay, so sometimes market research is the good old-fashioned web search way. They have a printed calendar coming out. They have year at a glance, information for classrooms. They have merchandise. They have a store. It says you can register a national day. So that's interesting. And then their social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, I think that's Twitter, Pinterest, and then LinkedIn. And then they have pictures of their staff. Privacy policy in terms of use. This might be helpful. And then there's a copyright here. Let's see what we've got. Okay, and then on the side there are hyperlinks. I'm assuming you've been on the internet before and you know how to get around. We're going to click on year at a glance. We're going to look at January. It even has a tab here for international days. And it gives some facts about the weather and the season and all of that, which is great. Astrological facts, people who were born in January. Yep, there it is. Hogmanay, Polar Bear Plunge Day, which is January 1st. National Bloody Mary Day. Hold on, wait. National Hangover Day. They have a hashtag. It says celebrate every day. Let me go back up to the top. For all of their social media, they do not have a YouTube. Let's look up the hashtag celebrate every day. I'm going to go back to home. here on Google Trends. And I'm going to put hashtag celebrate every day, if it lets me do it. Okay, let's see what happens. This is for the past day. The search term didn't show up. Let's add it right here. Well, hashtag will show many things. I would like to see celebrate every day. As a search term. Doesn't have enough data to show here. Let's look for let's pull it out. Let's look for the past 12 months. Still doesn't have enough. So let's see if I take the hashtag off. And put celebrate every day as a search term. Well, that worked, but it says it doesn't have enough data to show. Okay, talking about songs and poems. All right, this dog might not hunt, but National Day calendar gives a list, and there might not be a lot of money in this. So if I wasn't doing this just as an exercise, that I was doing this for the money, then this would not be a good choice. And that is the part of doing market research. Sometimes we have to know when to fold them. We might have to fold this one. This dog is not going to hunt. It will not be profitable. So it might be useful, but that's what the website is for. So a national celebrations YouTube would not be profitable. All right, that's one down. On to number 2. On to 2. All right. We're going to close this out. And we're going to go back to home here just to clear that out. And I'm going to look at my list to see what was I thinking would be a good Faceless YouTube page. What's the next one? Okay, so holidays didn't work. Let me cross that off my list as a no. Okay, so week dedications wouldn't work. How about recipes? Let's look at recipes next. Okay, recipes. This is a very broad area, and so this might actually be a really good Faceless YouTube page to come up with recipes as a search term. Recipes. Okay. There are entire parts of libraries and bookstores dedicated to recipes. As a search term, on its own, recipes didn't work, but every single state has searched, and we can tell based on the color what the search interest was. Montana has the highest search interest, and then Vermont was next. Maine was third, Alaska was fourth, and then South Dakota was fifth. And this is the past 12 months. Okay, yes. And here it shows related topics. We've got Mediterranean cuisine, we've got entrees, we've got crock pot, Mediterranean diet as a topic, and then related queries. We have shiny sandwich recipes, Pokemon sleep recipes, Dreamlight Valley recipes, Disney Dreamlight Valley recipes, Ninja creamy recipes. I'm going to look for crockpot recipes. Let's see, as a related search term to compare, let's put crockpot recipes. And see what that shows. This looks much more promising. Oh, it says note this comparison contains both search terms and topics which are measured differently. All right, then let's change this. Crockpot recipes as a search term. And let's see how this goes. All right, what we see here is that just regular old recipes has a much higher interest than crockpot recipes. The crockpot recipes don't even show up, 0% in Missouri. Okay. And here's the interest by subregion for crockpot recipes. And it's really only showing 3 states, California, Texas, and New York. So, and this is the past 12 months. So, quick and dirty market research, crockpot recipes as a faceless YouTube channel. That dog won't hunt, but recipes will. Very broad. So now we're going to take it over to YouTube and type in recipes. Let's see what comes up. Ranking 10 celebrity recipes, 11 million views for a YouTube short. Super simple dinner recipes for a family of 4, probably. People like to use a nice round, nice square number of 4. 63,000 views. 7.5 million views for My Husband Gave This Recipe 2 Thumbs Up. Nutella Souffle got 8.3 million views. 3 Levels of Ramen got 90 million views. So this is a broad area, and it looks like broad is better for views. 25 chicken recipes, 19 million views. 3 weeks ago. 6 dump and go slow cooker meals. I don't know who Julia Pacheco is, but let's look at her handle and put it into Social Blade. Okay, it's just at Julia Pacheco. It looks like this is a blog. It looks like she has a cooking blog and an Instagram page that's linked here as well. Let's go to Social Blade and see what we can find out. Because the goal for our Faceless YouTube channel is to make money. Let's see if Mrs. Pacheco is making money. She has 362 uploads, 754,000 subscribers, a little over 88 million video views, and her channel is listed as a how-to channel. And she started on YouTube in 2019. Well, we may have hit upon a good place to start and look for a faceless YouTube channel. Estimated monthly earnings between $771 and $12,300. For yearly earnings, we're looking at between $9,300 and $148,100 for yearly earnings. This one looks like we might be good to go. So we're gonna add this one. Recipes are a go. And that was much faster than trying to work out how we could make daily celebrations work. On to number 2. This really worked, and we're looking at recipes. And recipes are a yes. All right. Market research number 2, down. Let me write this down so that when I am on my lunch tomorrow, I can get right on it. Okay, we have recipes. Now, what was the third one that I thought might be good? All right, we've got recipes. That's a yes. Plants. How to keep plants alive? Okay. The third one. Let's look at how to keep plants alive. The third one. I don't know what the search term would be for that. Let's see. All right, how to keep plants alive. Okay, I'm going to go to Bard and ask if it knows what the search term would be. Please. Okay, let's get to the actual prompt area. Will it let me do it? There we go. What is that called? SEO, please act as an SEO optimizer for the next interaction. I am looking for keywords that capture how to keep houseplants alive. This would have been a very helpful page for me many years ago. I had to give away all of my mom's plants because I cannot keep plants alive. Aha, here we go. It says here are some keywords that capture how to keep houseplants alive, and it gave a list. House plant care, indoor plant care, how to keep houseplants alive, which I put, how to revive a dying houseplant, how to water houseplants, how to propagate houseplants, how to repot houseplants. Let's try indoor plant care. And we're going to go to Google Trends right here, and we're going to go to home since I compared those search terms earlier. Okay, while it is doing its little spinning, I'll go to YouTube and put in house plant care just to see what comes up. If it'll let me do it. There we go. Very slow. Houseplant care. Houseplant care for beginners. Several things came up. Houseplant care tips for beginners and a printable guide. 2.6 million views. Houseplant care 101. 555,000 views. Then there are shorts here. Basic houseplant tips. How I grow massive pothos and philodendron vines. This has 3.9 million views. And this person's page says Planterina. We won't even bother with Google Trends. Let's make this quick and dirty. Planterina. We're going to go to Social Blade. And we're going to put Planterina. Okay, let's see what Social Blade shows. All right. Planterina's page has almost 1 million subscribers. It's based in the US and it's a how-to page. It was created in 2018 and has 610 uploads. Okay. For monthly earnings, we have between $217 and $3,500 per month. For yearly earnings, Social Blade is showing $2,600 per month to $41,000, no, per year, $2,600 per year to $41,600 per year. And then there are some additional stats here. But this looks like, especially since this is just one page, that plant care might be a good Faceless YouTube page to pursue. Let's see what Google Trends says for house plant care. A lot of sports stuff. Yeah, I don't really care. Houseplant care. Somebody cares because it's trending. And trending is wonderful because we want to get views. So we have houseplant care. Google Trends is useful because it will give you additional information on what else people are searching for with that same term. And this is showing the past day. We don't really need that, but houseplant care is a yes. Is another yes. So we've got 3, and Google Trends is helpful because it will also show whenever it shows back up, it will also show any additional search terms that you might want to use when populating and doing the SEO portion of making your Faceless YouTube channel. I will let that spin a little bit while I make a note that houseplant care will be a good choice. How to keep plants alive is a yes. And this shows interest over the past day. What I like to see is interest over the past year. You can always change the time period as you would like. We're going to go for the past 12 months. And we're going to see what the interest has been in web searching. It's not bad. And then it shows the regions of the country where it has had the most interest in keeping houseplants alive. And then it shows related topics. There are 21 related topics, so you can always just, click on that. And then related queries. So it looks like there are very particular kinds of plants that people are looking for how to care for them. And since we're still on it, let's just do a quick YouTube search to see how popular it's been on YouTube. Okay, it looks like it's been pretty popular on YouTube for the past 12 months, so this would be a good one to pursue. All right, and now we're going to look at the 4th one on my list. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. And I have one here, it says homeschooling. Let's see what we've got. Let me put this in the chat so I can remember. 4th one, homeschooling. Somehow I feel like this will be a popular one, but let's see. Just because I feel like it will be popular doesn't mean that it will be. Since Google Trends is open, and I don't think I need Bard to look up keywords for this because I am a little bit familiar with education, not so much with homeschooling, but a little bit familiar with education. We're going to go with homeschooling as a search term. Over the past 12 months, and it's still set to YouTube search, so this will skip right over the web search portion. And there's been pretty steady interest. over the past 12 months in the term homeschooling, and it looks like it's trending a little bit upward as the past 12 months have gone on. And here it shows the top, it shows all this has been searched throughout the country. And the top 5 states where this has been searched on YouTube in the past 12 months have been South Dakota, Kentucky, Alaska, West Virginia, and Iowa. All right, if we move down a little bit more, here are related topics, and it looks like John Oliver must have said something about homeschooling because this is a breakout rising related topic. Homesteading as a related topic. Okay, high school student, resource, and then divorce. That's interesting. Okay. Homeschooling, John Oliver. Okay. These are okay. Interesting. And woke homeschooling. I just want to see what that is. So I'm going to click on it. Never heard of it before. Google Trends. All right. Woke homeschooling. Who's looking this up? Look at these spikes in interest over the past 12 months. And we have Texas and California. All right. Very interesting. But homeschooling looks like it is very popular all across the country and is a broad enough topic that there should be some YouTube channels that look into homeschooling, and we're going to put that as a term. Homeschooling. And there's all of these additional things that show up, but I just want to see homeschooling. All right. Here's the segment with John Oliver. It has 3.4 million views, and this is from 6 days ago. The description here says John Oliver discusses homeschooling, its surprising lack of regulation in many states, and, crucially, Darth Vader's parenting skills. I don't know what that means, but interesting. It also shows here versus public schooling, high school, preschoolers. So there's a lot of attention on homeschooling. Okay. Lots of full day in the life type things. We have here a month ago, this page called Grace and Grit got 13,000 views for their entire daily routine. And then this other page called Brittany Olga got 1.4 thousand views, talking about their full day. You know, I think I'm going to look up on Social Blade both of these channels. And this channel includes paid promotion because it showed it here in the corner. Let's just type in Grace and Grit, that's what it says, into Social Blade. Grace and Grit. but the topic of homeschooling looks like it is a go. So here in Social Blade, we're looking at what the earnings are for these particular channels. Grace and Grit has almost 1,100 uploads, 52,000 subscribers, a little over 7 million video views, is based in the US, and the channel type is education. The channel was created in 2016, and for monthly earnings, Social Blade is showing between $21 and $340 per month. And then for yearly earnings, we have between $255 and $4,100 per year. Now, looking at, it says Brittany Olga. Let's look up that page and see what their earnings are. Okay, Brittany Olga. All right, this page was also created in 2016. This page has 164 uploads, 14,100 subscribers, and a little under 1 million video views. The channel type is people. For monthly earnings, Social Blade is showing between $7 and $108. And then for yearly earnings, we have between $81 and $1,300. We have homeschooling as a yes. So that's the fourth one. Let's look at a fifth one. Put homeschooling as a yes. All right, we're going to look at the fifth one. Let's see what my little list shows. Vacations. Let's look up vacations as the fifth topic. This is a very broad topic, so let's see what comes of it. We're going back to Bard, and I'm thanking Bard for its last help with the house plants. Okay, thank you. I am now looking for keywords. For vacations. Let's see what Bard has to say. Vacations is a very, very broad topic. Are we talking about island vacations? Are we talking about cruises? Are we talking about family vacations? Are we talking about what? What are we talking about? But here are some keywords that Bard has provided. We've got vacations, we've got travel, holiday, trip, vacation packages, all-inclusive resorts, romantic vacations, family vacations, adventure vacations, ski vacations, road trips, international travel, domestic travel, budget travel, solo travel, group travel. Let's try travel inspiration. So let's go to Google Trends. Let's type in travel inspiration. as a search term and see what happens. This is web search for the past 12 months. Travel inspiration. This has jumped in interest over the past 12 months. And here it is showing the areas of the country where travel inspiration as a search term was searched on the web. The top 5 states for travel inspiration as a search term were Wyoming, Louisiana, Colorado, Kansas, and Washington. Overwhelmingly, Wyoming. And then with related topics, it shows not much. If I compare that to, what else did Bard say? Let's look. Let's try road trips and see what happens. Road trips as a search term. Okay, road trips. And we're comparing that to travel inspiration. And the interest would be for web searches over the past 12 months. It looks like road trips really beats out travel inspiration. Let's see. Very much so. Okay, we've got road trips, and for road trips, we have every single state involved in that search over the past 12 months. Whereas travel inspiration, not so much. And then we have 20 related queries to road trips. What's Skyscanner? What's that? Oh, that's that flight. Isn't that flight website? Skyscanner? No matter. Road trips wins. We're going to look up road trips, and I need to write this down. Road trips. Okay. Road trips. All right. Skyscanner is not that interesting, but it was a related search term. Let's look on YouTube next, and we're going to look up road trips. Road trips. Let's see what comes. All right. Road trip stereotypes. 6.4 million views from 3 weeks ago on Dude Perfect's page. Okay. We'll do road trips. It's interesting. There we go. Road trips is a popular search term. That's the one I'm going to focus on. Road trips. I guess there is a song. Travel hacks you need to know for your next trip. POV road trips on a short. It says I forgot my bag on an 11-hour road trip. Travel essentials every girl needs. That is important. So important. And those wet ones right there, extra important. You definitely need that. I would like to see who this is and what their channel is. And there are hashtags there. It says sewn seamlessly. I don't want it to play, so I'm going to move it back. And let's look up Sewn Seamlessly's YouTube channel on Social Blade. Okay, we have Sewn Seamlessly. I think that's what it said. Okay. Sewn Seamlessly does sewing tutorials and has 193 videos or 193 uploads, little under 8,000 subscribers with 3.6 million video views. She's based in the United States, and the channel was created August 1st of 2020. For monthly earnings, we're seeing $24 to $392. And then for yearly earnings, we have $294 to $4,700. It doesn't have a channel type here, but here it shows sewing tutorials. If we want to stick with road trips, let's look up this channel. It says Epic Family Road Trip and see what their earnings are. Epic Family Road Trip. All right. It looks like they have 449 uploads, 251,000 subscribers, a little over 30 million video views, based in Canada, and the channel was created in 2012. Social Blade is showing that for monthly earnings, it's between $141 and $2,300 per month. And then for yearly earnings, it's showing between $1,700 and $27,100 per year. So road trips is a possibility as a search term, which is good to know. Let's go to the sixth one. Okay, let me check my list. Just a second here. All right. What do I have on my list? Theme parties. Theme parties. Let's try that as the sixth one. Okay, the sixth one, theme parties. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go to Bard first. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to thank Bard for the last one. Okay, and we have thank you. Can you help me? Find additional keywords. What did I say? Ah, theme parties, for theme parties. Like Christmas parties, Friendsgiving parties, Valentine's Day parties, and Halloween parties. All right, Bard, let's see what you got for me. All right. It's just a spinning. All right, so it looks like each type of party would need its own separate search term. It says here at the bottom, you can also use keywords that are specific to the type of theme party you are planning. For example, if you are planning a Christmas party for your office, you could use keywords like corporate Christmas party ideas or office Christmas party games. If you are planning a Friendsgiving party for your family, you could use keywords like family-friendly Friendsgiving ideas or Friendsgiving potluck recipes. That is helpful. Let's go to Google Trends. I'm going to move Google Trends right next to Bard. Because I'm hard-headed, I'm going to put theme party into Google Trends as the search term. Let's see what comes up. All right. Web search over the past 12 months. There's been pretty steady interest in theme party as a search term, and it looks like every state has looked up theme party as a search term. The top 5 states where that was a term that was searched: Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, California, and New Jersey. And with related topics, we have Barbie, sleepover, and arch as topics. And then for related queries, there are 24 related queries. We have Met Gala, Wednesday, Bollywood, charcuterie board, and Barbie theme. So as a broad topic, theme parties might actually be a pretty good Faceless YouTube channel to pursue. Let's just go to YouTube and type in theme party right here. Theme party. Theme party idea, baby girl, it has lots of different things here. Just gonna stick with theme party. And see what comes up. Color themed birthday parties, rainbow party, Baton Rouge edition. These are shorts. Foam as a theme party. We know why that got 40,000 views, but sometimes you got to get in where you fit in. Here, under Feel Good Events, we have 10 popular theme, 10 popular party theme ideas with 147,000 views. Let's look up Feel Good Events in Social Blade. So here we are, going back to Social Blade, and I'm going to type in Feel Good Events. Feel Good Events. Okay. Feel Good Events has 333 uploads, 2,200 subscribers, a little under 1 million video views. They are based out of Australia. They are an entertainment page, and the page was created in 2008. When we look at the earnings, estimated monthly earnings are between $11 and $171, and then estimated yearly earnings are between $129 and $2,100. That's not too bad. If we look farther down, it will talk about the stats and how much was earned for particular videos. Theme parties might be a thing, so I'm going to go over here and we're going to say yes for theme parties. Theme party is a yes. All right. Now I said that I was going to do at least 7, and we're at the 7th one, but the last dog did not hunt. The first one. So I might have to make it 8. That way I know what I'm doing for the rest of this week. Is the theme party way down on the list here? Back in the day. No. No. Here it is. Reddit stories? Let's look up Reddit stories. All right. Number 7 is going to be Reddit stories. All Number 7. Somehow I have a feeling that this would make a good faceless YouTube channel, mainly because there are many faceless YouTube channels that talk about Reddit stories. But let's go through the market research. I might think it's good, but maybe it's not. I want to get back to my last prompt. We're right here on Bard. And I'm going to thank Bard once again. Thank you. Please tell me some keywords for the search. Some additional keywords, because Reddit stories is keyword. Are keywords. There we go. Some additional keywords. Reddit stories. There we go. It's not a question. There. I might need to go to 8 and then stop because I think I'm getting tired. Okay, Bard, you're just spinning. What will you have for me? It says here are some additional keywords. We've got Reddit horror stories, Reddit funny stories, Reddit relationship stories, Reddit paranormal stories, Reddit creepy stories, Reddit uplifting stories, Reddit inspiring stories, Reddit wholesome stories, Reddit sad stories, Reddit scary stories, Reddit short stories, Reddit long stories, and Reddit true stories. It says you can also use keywords that are specific to the type of Reddit story you are looking for. For example, if you are looking for a funny Reddit story, you could use keywords like Reddit funny pet stories or Reddit funny coworker stories. Okay, that makes sense. I think I want to look up Reddit wholesome stories. So let's go to Google Trends. And we're going to type in Reddit wholesome stories. Reddit wholesome stories. All right, as a search term. And let's see what comes. Nothing. All right, let's do plain old Reddit stories and see what happens. Okay, for web searching, we've got a pretty steady interest over time. And just about every state, there has been some interest in Reddit stories. The top 5 states that have had interest in Reddit stories have been District of Columbia, which isn't a state, Alaska, New Hampshire, Montana, and California. And then down here, we have related topics and then related queries. Interesting. That's web searching. What does the YouTube search show for the past 12 months for Reddit stories? Okay. It shows a pretty similar pattern with the exception of the top 5 states. For YouTube, it's showing Idaho, Alaska, Montana, South Dakota, and Maine were the top YouTube search areas for Reddit stories in the past 12 months. All right, looks like that might work. Let's type in Reddit stories and see what happens. Reddit stories. Okay. Nuclear revenge. 8 hours ago. I forgot. Smosh does that too. Reddit stories with Smosh Pit. Let's type in story time. Story time. We're going to type that into Social Blade. Story time. And see what happens. No, that's not the right one. Let's look at what its real handle is. We're going to click on its Reddit story time. So we're going to copy this right here. And let Social Blade do its thing. Reddit story time. All right. They have just under 4,000 uploads, 162,000 subscribers, 134 million views. Great Britain is the country of origin. It is a comedy channel, and they created the page in 2014. For their monthly earnings, we have between $341 and $5,400 per month. And for their estimated yearly earnings, Social Blade is showing between $4,100 and $65,400. So, just based on market research, Reddit stories are a viable option for a faceless YouTube channel. So Reddit stories are a yes. I'll do one more. So that's a yes. All right. You know what? For this last one, I'm going to ask Bard. Let's ask the computer. All right. For the 8th one, I'm going to ask Bard. Okay. This is also going to be a good test to see if Bard is telling us the truth or if Bard is going to make anything up, like it sometimes does. So I'm going to go right back over here to Bard, and I'm going to thank it for its last response. Thank you. I'm going to ask it to act as, I think it's called an ideas generator. Let me look. We looked into this. Yes, a video ideas generator. Okay. Please act as a video ideas generator for the next responses. Really, it's only one. For the next response. Are you able to do that? Okay, let's see what it says. And it's spinning. Okay, why did it show YouTube? Any particular reason? No, no. Yes, thank you. I want ideas for something else. Thank you, Bard. I wasn't clear. So just like I said earlier, the quality of the question that we ask Bard determines the quality of the answer that we get. And I did not tell it to disregard the Reddit story. Please ignore the Reddit stories interaction for your next responses. It's a little slow. Can you do that? Please respond to this prompt with only yes or no as a response. I have to fix that. Sometimes Bard as well as ChatGPT gets super wordy. I just need to know, can it do what I'm asking? I spelled interaction wrong. Whoopsie. Thank you. Look at that, one word response. Okay, thank you. Please. Let me put an S here. Now I need to move up and go back to what I asked it. Okay. A video ideas generator. I would like to create a profitable highly viewed YouTube channel. Please give me some ideas that would be profitable. No, it won't understand that. Well, it might understand that. That would get lots of views. Let's ask it that way. Lots of views. All right. And I just said some because for this one, I just need one. I'm going to search out one more tonight, and then that's it. Let's see what Bard has to say. Spin, spin, spin. Well, this is what Bard had to say. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bard gave 9 suggestions. It says, here are some video ideas that could get lots of views. We have product reviews, tutorials, vlogs, gaming, comedy, educational, compilations, reaction videos, and challenges. How about we want faceless, we want comedy. Okay, let's try comedy. Okay. I just want to put comedy in the chat. There's the chat. Okay, let's try comedy. Okay. Now we're going to go from Bard to Google Trends. We're back up here. And we're still on the United States, past 12 months, YouTube search. Let's look up comedy. Comedy is very subjective, but it says that we could get lots of views. The goal is to get lots of views to make the YouTube channel profitable. Interest in comedy over the past 12 months has increased. Every state has shown interest in searches for comedy. The top 5 have been Virginia, Oregon, Washington, Vermont, and Maryland. And then we have related topics, and then related queries. Interesting. Okay, so to do a search on YouTube for a channel about comedy, let's type in comedy. Comedy. Okay, let's see what comes up. So many things. I have a feeling it's so many. Comedy Central, 800-pound gorilla, try not to laugh, David Spade, Fluffy, Fail Army. It says Fail Army is the world's #1 source for epic fail videos and hilarious compilations. Let's see what Fail Army has going on. So we'll go right here to make sure that I have the right name to put into Social Blade. It even shows what's popular today. And it does say Fail Army, so that should be fine. We're going to go up here, Fail Army, and see what we can see. Okay. Fail Army has 464 uploads, 16.7 million subscribers, a little over 3 billion video views. It is based in the United States, is an entertainment channel, and was created in 2011. Fail Army's monthly earnings based on Social Blade is between $20,700 and $331,200 per month, and Fail Army's yearly earnings are between $248,400 and $4 million per year. So clearly, comedy is profitable on YouTube. That is good to know. That makes 8. Comedy is very profitable, and I'm putting that in the chat. So for this session, we did 8. We did market research on 8 different ideas for YouTube channels. One of them was a fail and would not be profitable, but 7 of them are profitable. Thank you for taking the ride with me today. We'll get right back at it once I'm back at work tomorrow during my lunch times. We will do this all again, and tomorrow we're going to take the 7. Yeah, we're probably going to take all 7. Maybe not the comedy one, but I'll have to figure that out. We're going to take the 7 and we're going to work on names and profile pics for all 7. Then we're going to go into content ideas and the first script for our videos. That will be on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll be looking at images and video. And then Thursday, we will put everything together. Let's see if we can spend the rest of the week finishing out our 7 YouTube channels and go from there. Thank you so much for taking the ride with me today, and I hope that you all enjoy your time, and I wish you all good things. Take care.